Hey Jeep family, Neil with Simpson Family Jeeps, SFJ4x4.com, and we're back again for another great vehicle walk around. And today I have the distinct pleasure of walking around and under our very own Scott Brown's 2015 JKU Wrangler. And I'm shooting from underneath right now because the very cool thing about this Jeep, while it looks good on the outside, is the awesome 3.5-inch JKS J-spec suspension. And you can see the control arms here. It has upgraded Fox shocks, JKS quicker disconnects, and JKS track bars front and rear. It also has this beefy Dana Spicer flange and double cardoned front drive shaft for those extreme off-road angles and making that front drive shaft last. The cool thing about this 3.5-inch J-spec JKS suspension kit is this upgraded steering that comes with the kit. It gives you this relocation bracket which relocates the track bar up so that the drag link flip and track bar are an even plane of travel. That's important for good on-road manners. There is some drilling and modification required to move the drag link to the top side of the knuckle, but is very doable. The kit is upgraded with the Fox steering stabilizer and of course our JKS quicker disconnects, which allow the sway bar to be disconnected and located up out of the way for maximum off-road articulation. So the very cool thing about our Scott Brown's Jeep is how he put it together to be this Swiss Army knife, everyday, daily driven, and weekend warrior off-road rig. Around the front, there's a lot of little changes, a little fine tuning that makes it uniquely his, but like many of our JK owners, uniquely yours. And we start up front with this beautiful USA-made Hyline Offroad bumper, winch guard, and air dam. It houses this awesome Warn VR series winch, and it's hidden, the fairlead here, underneath this Tuffy license plate mount for the winch fairlead. That's a nice Haas fairlead component there. Those folks who live in Ohio and a few other states, we still need to have those, and Tuffy takes care of us by making this nice flip-up unit. A couple other unique pieces that just are little fine-tuning are these really cool JL upgraded hinges. A lot of people will see those on today's everyday production JL Wrangler, but we've taken them and retrofitted them to the JK, which is a cool anti-hood flutter upgrade, and then these rigid truck light LED headlights. This Jeep is badged and branded with our SFJ 4x4 stickering here. What's really neat about it is that Scott is an avid RC racer and crawler, and there's actually a scale clone of this Jeep out there running around the crawling tracks. As we continue down the Jeep, he upgraded the rock rails using Rubicon takeoffs, a nice, affordable, and functional upgrade. Obviously, we've got 315, 70, 17 BF Goodrich KO2, which is virtually a 35, and they are wrapping the American Racing aluminum black wheels for a nice, clean, functional overall product. Around the back, we rounded out with another Highline Offroad rear bumper, tire carrier, and high lift mount. That's a 48-inch high lift jack, and we need something that tall because that JKS suspension we were just looking at just absolutely stretches like a slinky on the trails. The Highline bumper has a fully integrated tire carrier, which is one touch opening. And that is one of the cool sell points of this particular bumper, is that you get to retain the use of your everyday tailgate handle. You get a nice, solid, quiet shut, and the only shake is that D-ring right there. But otherwise, secure and keeps the tire exactly where you want to be. And then when you're coming back from the mall and your arms are loaded down, one touch opens it all the way up, and then a nice, smooth shut. The Hyline Offroad rear bumper and tire carrier upgrade has this great feature. As that one touch open and close, the magic happens back here with this cam system. As you open and close the gate on its hinge, the weight of the tire is distributed to the Hyline Offroad's full arm of their tire carrier. So all of the weight is on the bumper frame tie-in and the tire carrier and not on the gate. But the gate does operate the opening and closing. It's helped to be held quiet when you're going over those pesky railroad tracks and the potholes that we know and love by this poly bushing here and this large rod, and they sink into each other and holds that carrier whisper quiet as you're traveling down the road. It's a serviceable hinge that is on the tire carrier arm itself, and so it's made for many years of smooth, quiet operation. You'll notice here this nice Superchips sticker. That's because one of the absolute best investments for a JK Wrangler is going to be your Superchips flash cal calibration tool. This is a 3571 flash cal F5. They make these upgradable to a flash pack, and then they have the trail dash and so on and so forth. There's a handful of these products on the market, but this one on Scotch Jeep allows us to do a lot of cool calibration components. There's several different menus, and we can get in there and program for tire size, TPMS threshold, one-touch lane changes, and a whole bunch of other cool aspects of making this Jeep just fine-tuned enough to the driver. And obviously in this situation, the way Scott wants it. This Jeep actually, in its Swiss Army nature, is set up to tow a, by most Jeep standards, huge camper. Don't worry, it's within regulations. It's all the tow rating for this particular setup, but it's at the top end. And this Jeep will perfectly tow it to a lot of our away shows so that he and his wife and kids can all travel together. The Jeep tows the full enclosed camper and tows it wonderfully down the highway. The flash cal helps that, the suspension helps that, and then we actually have some anti-sway control rigging that goes from the hitch to the trailer that allows this whole outfit to tow seamlessly down the road. Additionally, it has a full trailer brake controller because we want to make sure that this thing stops as well as it goes.